Hey everyone, welcome to our channel, and today I'll be reading Midoriya Extruder by Wonder Woman Fantasy on Tumblr. So let's get into it. Izuku knew firsthand how hard it was to be quirkless, especially in this day and age. It was hurtful to hear about other children's quirks, knowing you would not develop one of your own. Then, of course, there were the bullies, taking every advantage to point out just how different you were from everyone else, which was why Izuku liked you so much. You were quirkless, just like him, and you bonded over that small connection. You both also loved heroes, which helped your friendship grow. Of course, you were not as close as Katsuki was with him, but that did not mean the two of you were not best friends. Even so, there was something even Izuku did not know, and he would never know. You were jealous of him, because no matter how many times he was teased or pushed down, he never lost faith in himself. He never stopped smiling, and he did not understand how you could stay so positive and strong all the damn time, even when you tried to be just right and optimistic. The same way he would be, you always seemed to fall short, because it was so difficult. No matter how hard you really tried, the bullying always weighed down on you, and things were only made worse when Izuku did not seem to have the same problems. Maybe there was something wrong with you, besides not having a quirk. Of course, you applied to UI with Izuku and Katsuki. They were your best friends, and you could not imagine life without them. Even if Bakugo pretended not to know your name whenever you spoke to him, you were not confident enough to apply for the hero course. The general studies course was more your speed, but you applied all the same. You were genuinely surprised when you were accepted, even more shocked when Izuku, of all people, was placed in the hero course. But you were proud, because he deserved it. He worked so hard, and it was the least he deserved. I'm proud of you, you know? He mumbled, hugging him tightly. I'm proud of you too. He sniffled. Tears still pouring from his eyes. Your heart skipped a beat. Izuku was such a wonderful friend, who you valued with your heart and soul. Sometimes, it was hard to believe that he saw you the same way, but you knew he wasn't lying when he said that he was proud as well. We probably won't see each other much if you're in different classes, he pointed out. Don't say that, Ryan. We'll always be friends, he shouted. And maybe you didn't have Izuku's level of optimism, but you couldn't help but believe it would be true. Izuku was busy. You knew that. So you managed to work yourself into a schedule in other ways, mostly offering to help him work out. It was a little odd sitting on his back while he did push-ups, and you could barely fit on his slender shoulders, but he did not seem to have any problems. Are you sure you should be training like this? I mean, you just got attacked by villains. Maybe you should take a break, Izu, he said, thinking about the USJ incident. It had only been a few days ago. How wasn't he shocked? Izuku shook his head. The sports festival is soon. I want to be ready for it. He grunted. That's right. The sports festival was a big deal, of course. And you were not expecting much, but you were excited to see Midoriya at his best. I'll be sure to cheer for you. You promised. And despite your low expectations, the sports festival was actually interesting. It was a day amid Monoma, and he was a typical run-of-the-mill bully, and it did not really bother you when he took a few jabs at you and Midoriya. But then again, you were not really expecting to see him again after the sports festival. After all, you were in different classes, and it would be a lot of effort to hunt you down. But, apparently, you were wrong. After the sports festival, Izuku became incredibly busy. You still saw him around the school, but you did not interact with him until he had to pull you off of Monoma. He didn't understand why I had gotten into a fight. He had always thought that you were too level-headed to get wrapped up in emotions like that. But he was sure that Monoma was the one to start it, because usually you were in better control of your emotions. He must have done something pretty bad, and you couldn't get mad at you for this. It wasn't right for you to stand there and just let him bully you, which was technically true. The blonde had been picking on you for your lack of work for months. He did not even know how you found time to bully you in between all of your studies and hero work. Seriously, that was kind of impressive. And it spoke volumes of what kind of person he was. Seriously, you could do better than just standing around and bullying you like this. But you didn't want to seem weak in front of him. So either you pretended that you didn't care, or you fought back. Just like today. You were sick of pretending to be bored and unbothered by all of what he said. And it all chipped away at your patience. And today, he had just struck the wrong nerve, and you had lashed out at him. And since you didn't have a quirk for him to copy, you had kicked his sorry ass at the end of it. Izuku was sitting down next to you, on the nurse's bed, and hugged you tightly. "You're not mad?" You asked into his shoulder, since Izuku did not seem like the type to approve of vigilante dresses. Izuku laughed to himself, fond. You were his best friend, and you could never be really mad at you for long. No, I heard the kind of stuff he was saying about you, and you kind of deserved that. You laughed a bit, hugging him tighter as he started to stroke your hair. What matters now is that you're okay, and don't worry about Monoma again. Alright? I'll find some way to deal with him. He smiled. He always cared about everyone, and always did his best to help, which was one of the main things you loved about him. Alright. Thank you, Izu. It's nothing, Ryan. Just rest well for now. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.